How to cook a fantastic low and slow pork rib. Hello everybody, my name is James Howe and this is Chef at Home. In today's video I'm going to be doing a dish that is such a crowd pleaser. Can be knocked up in less than 15 minutes. Nothing complicated, really easy, but the results are phenomenal. So today's dish is a slow cooked pork rib, a sticky sweet barbecue sauce, sweet potato wedges and a light slaw. When you get to the end of this video, if you want to see more recipes like this, make sure to hit subscribe and I'll see you every Friday for more recipes in this Fave 5 series. I'm excited to get this one going, so I'm just going to shut up now and crack on. Onto the prep, and the first thing we need to do is create the rib rub. So arm yourself with a bowl. It's going to be a lot of herbs and spices going in. Don't be shy with it. We'll be banging in as much flavour as possible. So first off, mustard seed, smoked paprika, celery salt, cumin, mace, coriander, brown sugar, black pepper and a bit of rock salt. Give that a really good mix up. Take about a quarter out of this. We're going to use that for the sauce in a little bit. Just put that to one side. And grab out your ribs. So I've got these lovely pork ribs. Best bet is to go to a butcher for these. I've not really seen them like this in supermarkets or anything. Grab a full rib, ask them to slice it in half because most people don't have that size in oven. I definitely don't. So we're going to grab that rub we made earlier and just pour it. Again, don't be shy, all over the ribs, both sides, don't miss the underside. And then just massage that into the meat. Make sure you get it all covered. A little bit of water into the tray. About a centimetre is more than enough, it's just to help it create a little bit of steam. Foil over the top, set your oven to about 100 degrees and cook that in the oven for about 6 hours. Honestly, the longer you leave it, the better. So next up, we're going to pull together our barbecue sauce. So pan on, low light, splash of oil, and just a nice chunky dice of the onion. Garlic, straight in half, celery, just chopped down into chunks, and that lot into the pan. After a couple of minutes, the veg is starting to sweat, so those spices that we kept back earlier, pour them in as well. Let them cook out for another 5 minutes or so. Once that's cooked out, add in about a shot of whiskey, and burn off the alcohol. And a few splashes of Worcester sauce or Henderson, depending on your heritage. A couple of tablespoons worth of honey, splash of vinegar, bit of ketchup, carton of passata, about a tablespoon of tomato puree. Give that all a good stir in. Now I'm just going to chuck this to the back and that can simmer away until I'm about half an hour off dinner time. Next up, arm yourself with some sweet potatoes. Just going to chop them down into wedges. And once they're on the tray, oil over the top, a bit of salt and pepper. If you want to spice them up you can, but I think there's going to be enough in the ribs. I'm going to leave these to sing on their own. And they can be left until, again, we're about half an hour away from tea. And the last little bit is just a quick slawy salad type thing. Shred up some onion, straight down a carrot. If you've got some herbs knocking about, I've got some chives and some mint, so I'm going to use them up. In you go. And just finish that off with a few spoonfuls of mayo and give it a mix. It's nearly tea time now. I'm going to have a look at these ribs. Oh yeah, they look wonderful. So now for that final finish. The sauce that's been reducing all day, just pour that over it, all over them ribs. Crank the oven up high, and these can go in the oven for the last 20 minutes with your sweet potatoes, and then we'll be ready to plate. Alright, so to plate up, a bit of our coleslaw, lovely potato wedges, found some leaves in the fridge, and then look at
that.
Don't get much better than that, does it? So there we are. This is my sticky barbecue ribs. There's not much else I can say about them. They're just absolutely phenomenal. If you've been debating which video to try on the channel first, have a crack at this recipe. You can't go far wrong with that. This recipe just goes to show that even with a cheap cut of meat, a bit of TLC can turn it into something absolutely phenomenal. I've really enjoyed making this one today. I hope you've enjoyed watching it. If you do have a crack at it, let me know how you get on, and I will see you next time.